On January 9th, and the year was 2022, so we're looking at 3 years ago, I published a video titled The $32,000 Shot. Yep, the $32,000 Shot. Which is a really bad title in the world of YouTube, because the shot's about shooting an object ball straight down the rail. Okay? So anyone doing a search for how do you shoot a pool ball down the rail isn't ever going to find that video, because the title just doesn't match up with the question. Now the only solution to that is to make another video telling the story behind the $32,000 shot, and if that gets a couple million views, that other video that I made 3 years ago will skyrocket, right? You with me? And I'm gonna do that, okay? That's not this video. I'm not going to tell the story in this video, but I will. So this video is kind of an abbreviated version of that one. And the point is, I'm making a video now with a better title explaining that $32,000 shot, the rail shot, ripping the rail all the way down. But I highly recommend digging that video up, because it gets into extreme detail on how to shoot this shot. And once you do it, say 10 times in a row, if you get out there and practice, that you will never ever miss this shot again. I'm using the 12 ball as the cue balls because I want you to see the rotation of the cue ball as I shoot this. That's clockwise. And now, at the end of this shot, when it hits the right-hand side rail, I want you to see what the cue ball does. Because of all that left-hand English, so those who say you're limited on the position you can get the cue ball, I really, do you see how I came back down table? So there's a little bit of misunderstanding on that issue itself, but I'll explain that in a minute. Alright, let's take a look at this shot right here, and what we want to do is shoot this 3 balls straight down the rail and into the bottom right hand corner. So before we shoot it, let's remove this 3 ball and see what the cue ball does when you just shoot the cue ball into the rail with left hand English. It's going to go down table, right? The natural angle widens because the rotation of the cue ball is clockwise. So it kind of grips the rail and takes off at a wide angle down table. Now let's replace the object ball and zoom in a little bit. And let's shoot the same shot as if the object ball is not there, and you can see it still wants to go down table. It's not going to be able to do that because eventually it's going to hit the 3 ball. Now you're aiming to shoot this shot as if there's no English on it at all, as if you're trying to hit the rail and the object ball at the same time, but the little bit of deflection on the cue ball is going to push it right. There's going to be right hand deflection on this shot because we're putting left hand English on it. But your aim is important. You're aiming to shoot the side rail and the object ball at the same time, but it's not going to do that. So when it comes off the rail, it's hitting the object ball like this, as if it was his own Q-tip, and it's shooting left-hand English on this object ball. So after it comes off the rail, you're putting left-hand English on this object ball, and that's going to spin it clockwise, just like you spun the cue ball. And that is going to grip the rail, and it's going to grip the rail, if you do it right, it's going to grip the rail all the way down the rail, and you're going to make the ball. As for the path of the cue ball, you're looking at an example of just center left. No top or bottom, just center left. If you put bottom left on this, it's going to grip that left-hand side rail and stay at the top of the table. If you put top left on there, it's going to bounce to the left-hand rail after the side pocket and go further down table. So what's important is the left-hand English. So you're going to just have to practice with it and how it reacts off the object ball, or where you want to get on the 4 ball, or if it's a 9 ball, or if you're playing 8 ball, it's the 8 ball. The only thing you're going to have to worry about is scratching, so you're just going to have to stay out of the pockets. But if you're trying to get position, you're going to have to play with the English and dial that in during your practice. Now I'm reversing the shot so it's right hand English. So it's always inside English, and you should also note that the object ball has to be frozen to the rail. And now it's back to left-hand English. So throughout the rest of this video, I'm going to be switching back and forth from left to right.
I packed a photo of us from our very first date. You packed the water 'cause I couldn't carry the weight. And into